Guys, my layers are officially long enough to where I can do, I was gonna say French braids. These are technically Dutch braids again. And I'm way more excited about this than I should be. I mean, there was a little piece of hair I forgot to braid in, and I bobby pinned it up because I didn't feel like re-braiding my hair. But then it like proceeded to fall out again, and for a brief second I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna cut it. And then I realized that would have been a really bad idea, so I didn't. But hopefully it doesn't make an appearance today. I'm just warning you now, this is gonna be like a really rambly video. So if that's not your favorite, feel free to move on. I get it. But yeah. So anyway, hello guys. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me / just kind of like a chit chat video where I just, you know, talk to you guys about what's going on. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some stuff I've been doing to keep entertained, and also some movies and TV shows I recommend. And you might be thinking, isn't that literally what you talked about in your elf video? Yes, but I was watching the footage afterwards and I realized I really didn't go into as much detail about things as I would have liked to. Hi guys, quick interruption. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. This is, as I said in my intro, a very like talkative video, but also just be warned, I totally talk for like the first like halfway through my makeup. I explain one movie and then realize I forgot to like explain like half of the movies like I said I was going to, but then I go back and explain them. So just a heads up, this isn't the most organized video, but I mean I felt very excited while filming it, so we're gonna go with it. So continue on. So I'm going to talk about them again and give some more detail, and yeah, we're just gonna play with makeup, we're gonna talk, and why not? I'm just in a very like, I'm in a like high energy mood, I guess. I don't know why. I just edited and either uploaded or scheduled to upload 3 videos from like 11:30 to almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I think that's part of it. I don't know. And yes, it is like 4 in the afternoon and I'm just now getting ready, but why not? So I'm going to start off with this Tarte Quench primer. I apologize if I miss a product. I'll try to list them down below. But anyway, so today I've had this song stuck in my head. It's like, it's all in French. I found it on TikTok. It's like Amour Plastique. I may have just said that wrong. I apologize if I just butchered that. But I don't know, it's been stuck in my head all day, and something about that song, I don't know why, it just makes me like really like happy, I guess, and like very like motivated. I've never translated it before. I probably should, or someone's tell me what it means down below who speaks French. It might be like something like really sad and dark, and some of you might be like, are you okay? But I don't know, just something about the tone of what like you can hear, or I was gonna say can't understand. I know amour is love, and that's it. But what was I gonna say? No, I've had that song stuck in my head all day, and I guess I decided to share. But anyway, I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm gonna apply it with a sponge like I did the other day. So I'm gonna talk about movies and shows last, but what I really have been enjoying doing is just like the artsy stuff I've really gotten into again. I've already been like, I'm already like definitely more like an artistic person. I like creative things. Just kind of like in that like artsy drama. I've always, artsy genre. Like that's just something that like I've always enjoyed. But now that I've really got like the free time to like do that type of stuff, it's been nice to actually like have the time to be able to do that stuff. So I've still been playing oboe, which has been fun, and I want to start, obviously I haven't done color guard in a while, but I do have different like dance, I have color guard equipment, so I kind of want to choreograph some dances. I might post that on my TikTok. I'll see, I'll post that somewhere. If I do, I think that would be fun. I've really gotten into coloring randomly. Like I spent 2.5 hours just on my carpet coloring one day. Like we had Simpsons playing and I was in the living room and I was just coloring. And I forgot to put the rest of my jewelry on. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I put my ring and bracelets on. I have no idea why I feel like I needed to stop and do that, but that's just been like the type of mood I've been in today. I don't know. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation next. So anyway, I've just been really like, I enjoyed doing that. Just something, something random that I've been enjoying. What else? Journaling. I've really got into journaling. I did talk about this the other day in my video, but I've gotten into like, I've kept like throughout the years off and on, like it depends how consistent I have been, but I've kept like kind of like a more like personal journal that I tend to write in, but also I've had a second journal that I started writing in where it's like essentially just like as we're like in quarantine and stuff like that, just kind of talking about like daily life since that all has started, and just, you know, like writing about that. You know, it could be kind of fun in the future to look back and be like, oh, you know, like that's what was going on, or that's what happened around that time. I don't know. I just thought, my mom gave me the idea. She saw something about it online. At first I was like, I don't know. But it's been kind of nice to do, you know, while I'm bored and watching movies or shows. So I've done a lot of journaling. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've been doing. Oh, and then I also talked about this in my last video. I have been, or not my last video, one of my last videos. I've really gotten into, I've been trying to stay active since I normally, with Color Guard and Winter Guard, I'm usually fairly active year round. So I downloaded an app, it's called Workout for Women, and essentially it gives you, they call it your 7-minute workout. It usually takes me 8 minutes, but I created a Spotify playlist of just workout songs that I really enjoy, and I play those in the background. It does let you play Spotify in the background, so I've been playing that, and then I'll just do those every night. And then they've got some extra ones you can do. They've got ab workouts, they've got yoga. I mean, they've just got all kinds of things. They've got like leg based, whatever you like. They have kind of those, oh, I forgot to pull it on my neck. They've got kind of those like different types of workouts that you also can do along with that 7-minute one they give you. So I've been really into doing that. Last night was like, I had a 9-day streak, and last night I wasn't feeling it, so I lost my streak, but I'm gonna get back into it. I don't know why, but last night I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like it, which, I mean, I guess that happens. But so I didn't last night, but I have been doing that a lot the last couple days, week and a half, which really, I don't know, it feels nice to be active again. Makes you feel a little bit better about the whole thing. I've been filming a lot more, I've been editing a lot more, I've been doing my makeup almost every day, which really has just helped me like feel like everything's a little bit more normal as I like get ready like I normally would. YouTube is something I started shortly before all this, so, you know, to still be continuing with YouTube, that's felt good. You know, just kind of that stuff is what I've been up to. And then I've been watching a lot of movies and TV shows, which I know I broke down in my ELF video, but I realized I didn't like not talk about what they were like about at all, or like give you guys a description or like a general like age recommendation, so I thought I would do that. So I'm going to start off with a movie that I've talked about now in 2 videos. I really liked it. It's an Amazon original, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it. It has got Steve Carell and Timothy, goodness, it's like Chalamet. I feel like I just butchered his last name. Don't know why he'd be watching this, but if he is, I apologize. I just probably butchered that. But hello, sorry, another interruption. I just watched like 3 or 4 YouTube videos to figure it out. It's Timothy Chalamet. I still think I'm saying it wrong. Chalamet. I hope that's right. I don't think it is. But that's closer than what I was. I watched a YouTube video and I was watching that and I was like, oh my gosh, I am way off. But that's what I was trying to say. I think it's Chalamet. Maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the 3 times I just said it, I still got it wrong. I am so sorry. I'll get it together one day. one day. Continue on. But anyway, it's a really, really good movie about, it's like a father, there's a whole family, but it mostly focuses on Steve Carell is the father, and then Timothy Chalamet is the son. And essentially the son is going through, he has, what was I doing? Oh, really fast before I continue, fit me patter. Anyway, he's struggling with a drug addiction, and essentially it is based off a true story about the Chef family with Nick Chef, and essentially it's just like showing like his struggles through drug addiction and kind of going to rehab, and you know, it focuses on, you know, getting better, and then the relapse, and just kind of like all the stages of that. It's a really, really, like, it's a powerful movie. I think it's a really important message that it sends out. I think it helps people realize, it's hard to realize how serious it is, and I feel like it kind of brings light, not light, that made it sound, I don't know, it kind of just like highlights that. I don't know the best word for that, but you know, and it's definitely, for my younger viewers, probably not a great movie yet. It is a little bit, there's some cursing, obviously, you know, it deals with drugs, so it's definitely a more mature movie. But if you are older and, you know, you might need something happy after that movie. But no, I think it's a really powerful message that I think a lot of people should watch. I think Amazon did a really, really good job on that. The actors did an amazing job on that. Both those actors, I really, really like them. And I don't know, it's just really good movie. And then we also watched Little Women the other night. The new one that just came out. That one is so good. For blush today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. in Bright Pink. But anyway, that movie is such a good, you know, feel-good movie. Really an amazing cast. It's got Emma Watson. I cannot remember the mom's name, but I've seen her in a couple movies. It's got the same, Jo is played by the same one who plays Lady Bird, which I have not watched that movie yet. I need to. And then Timothy Chalamet, I am so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, is also in that movie. Which, like, a lot of those, like, actors, like Timothy Chalamet, like Emma Watson, the person who plays Jo, I cannot remember her name. Like, those actors just seem like great people when you're watching them interviews to just, like, sit down and have a conversation with. I don't know why, but, like, whenever you watch interviews, it just seems like they really would be. Same with, like, I'm trying to think of some other actors and actresses. I had one earlier that I was like, oh yeah. Oh, she has not done a lot of acting, but like Tyra Banks would be another one that'd be great to talk to. And she's a YouTuber, Rachloves. I feel like would be such a fun person to talk to. I don't know why that like hit me the other day, but I was like randomly thinking of that. And I was like, huh, I bet they're like really cool people to talk to. My random thought of the day. But anyway, Little Women, I thought this movie was unique because it kind of jumped. I forgot to do contour. I'm going to do that before I do my eyebrows. But anyway, I thought it was more unique than the other. There's been 2 or 3 other screen adaptions. In the fact that it kind of jumps through time periods. It still focuses on, you know, the normal, like what happened in the book. But also it kind of jumps into like what's going on in their adult life. And I mean, there's some like, not gaps, but there's like moments where like Amy goes to Europe. It's like in Paris, I think. I don't remember the book talking a lot about her actually being there. It kind of goes into detail about her being there. And then just in general, it talks about a lot of stuff that like was maybe implied, but never like, you never, you know, got to hear or see what happened. And I mean, just a lot of really like fun scenes. As I said, it's just a really good like feel-good movie that I recommend. I really, really liked it. I kind of want to get that one on DVD so I can rewatch. Hello again. I'm sorry. I'm just like realizing like as I'm editing, there's a lot of stuff I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about that. So I'm going to take that opportunity now. I do go back and explain a lot of the movies, but I forgot to explain the whole process of Little Women. I got so caught up in talking about it. But Little Women is based off a book by Louisa M. Hold on, I have it right here. Yes. Louisa M. Alcott. It's a classic book, came out a long time ago, and it's actually a whole book series. I talk about later how I found out it's a whole book series, but it's about these sisters. There's 4 sisters who they're living with their mom. Their father is currently at war, and they're essentially, he calls them like his Little Women, and essentially it's like them growing up. They've all got very different personalities, and it also talks about their friend Lori, who comes into their life, and you know, it kind of discusses that. And I think it's just, I don't know, it's always been like one of my favorite classics. But yeah, that's what the movie is also about. Okay, that's really annoying. So I can rewatch it just because that seems like such like a, I don't know, it was just a fun movie. That one, I can't remember. I think that's got a PG rating. I don't see like, I think that one's like a family-friendly movie. I don't remember anything in there that wouldn't be. So that's a good movie. Another movie that is really good that can be watched for my younger viewers is me and my brother watched The Lady and the Tramp remake. They made a live action of that one. And I thought that was super, super cute. It was kind of like one of my brother's favorite movies / series when he was younger was like the Air Buddies / Super Buddies / there was like a Snow Buddy series with the talking dogs. If you know what I'm talking about, like, it was kind of big. But it kind of reminded me of that, except a little bit better. That wasn't my favorite series, to be honest with you. But that it kind of reminded me of that kind of concept, but I don't know, it was really fun to see like the live action. I thought they did a really good job with that. I'm going to use my Rachloves palette for highlight. So I thought that one was really, really cute. Another one that's for older viewers that is a little bit more lighthearted than Beautiful Boy is me and my brother watched The Other Guys the other night with Will Ferrell. That one's now on Netflix. Definitely not for young viewers, but it is a very funny movie. I really, really liked that movie. More than I'd watched it twice. The first time I was kind of like half paying attention, half not. So I kind of had a love-hate with it. And then when we watched it the second time, I was like, oh, that's actually like a really good movie. So those were good. Another movie, depends on the ones, you have to look. Some of them are PG-13, some of them are R, is Police Academy. That one's not horrible, a little bit mature, but those are really funny. I really liked those. This is the Space Case Cosmetics highlighter. Those are really funny. Same with Naked Gun, another comedy that's really, really good. I'm trying to think what else we've been watching. I've been rewatching a lot. This is for younger viewers too. I love Aristocats. That is just like, it was a movie I rediscovered. Me and my friend watched it the other night, and that's just been like a new favorite of mine now. I don't know. I'm gonna take kind of a fluffy brush and just use this to kind of like smooth out the skin. But anyway, I just felt like that's like, it's like a really like lighthearted, like feel-good movie that I really like. Cinderella 2 and 3. I know that seems really random, but those are like such underrated movies, especially Cinderella 3. I was watching that the other night, and I don't know, I just thought that was like a really cute movie that doesn't ever get talked about. Where did I put my brow pomade? This is the Anastasia brow pomade. I'm going to use that next. You know, this video is really nice because there's really not going to be a lot of editing that has to go into this. So that's going to be nice. Anyway, but I mean, as random as that sounds, really, really like Cinderella 2 and 3. I watched the Beauty and the Beast sequels. Those weren't my favorite. But what was another sequel I watched? I feel like I watched another one. Maybe not. I have seen before, while we're on the topic of Disney sequels, I feel like the Little Mermaid sequels, those get talked about a little bit more. Those are really cute, especially the music one. I loved that one when I was younger. Then That one's a cute movie. And then I've been trying to find stuff. A lot of times I would play like Disney shorts. I like to have something playing in the background while I'm doing online school. It's hard for me to find something that's like, I want to watch it in the background, but at the same time, like, I won't get distracted. Like, a lot of stuff on Netflix, I can't trust myself to watch in the background because I would get nothing done. But a series that I've really been getting into, and it's been nice to have for background noise, the Little Mermaid TV series is so cute. Like, it's like a spin-off of the movie, and it's kind of like what happened before the movie. That's such a cute series that I recommend. What else have we been watching or doing? Or like, I'm trying to figure out, like, I'd like topic jump really, really fast. So I've been trying to think what else has been going on. Other things. Oh! Me and my brother also got into we recently got Disney Plus. That's why a lot of these are Disney movies. So, if that seems a little strange, that's why. We really got into the Goofy movie series. Not one that I would think that I would get into, but like, those were super funny. We watched both of those. Okay, so I did forget to talk about those two, about what they're about. So there's two Goofy movies. The first one, both of them focus on Goofy and his son. The first one, his son I think is supposed to be in like middle school. And essentially what happens is it's like the last day of school, and his son Max wants to like impress this girl, and yeah, he does, and like they were supposed to hang out, and he gets back and his dad is like, oh, you know, we're gonna go on this big road trip. So like that means he can't hang out with this girl, and to impress this girl he like was doing a music video based off this band they really like. So he told her that like, I can't go because we're gonna go meet this guy and we're gonna be on stage and I'm gonna wave to you on stage, when in reality his dad is planning on taking them on a fishing trip. So this whole movie just focuses on their adventures going on the trip. Also, if you know what I'm talking about, this is where the Angry Goofy meme comes from. That became like my new favorite for a couple days. But there was that. And then the second one is supposed to be a couple years later. It focuses on Max. Is much older. He's now going to college. He has graduated. And it talks about his college life and also about his dad. Gets fired from his job, has to go back to college, and his dad ends up at the same college as Dad Goofy. So like that just focuses on all of that. So those are what those two are about. I'm trying to think of some non-Disney movies that I've really been getting into. If you are older and like scary movies, we recently rented, this is definitely a movie like not much gets to me horror movie wise. This one disturbed me. Really disturbing movie, but they recently remade The Shining. That one, I did not think that one was going to be good. That one is super, super good. It's a sequel of The Shining, actually. It's not a remake. I'm just taking this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil to kind of like define the brows. Today I wanted sharp brows, I guess. I'm not going heavy with the eyeshadow, so I think that's kind of why. But anyway, super, super disturbing. The It remake was really good too. That's another disturbing one. But both 1 and 2 for It, I really liked. Okay, Shining and It are a little bit more considered kind of like classics. They're like back like 80s, I think. So originally I wasn't going to talk about them, but I figured I would really fast in case you don't know what those are about and are old enough to be watching horror movies. So The Shining is Stephen King. Both of these are Stephen King, and The Shining is all about this little boy who, his parents go to this hotel. The hotel ends up becoming possessed. This little boy is able to see kind of like ghosts and stuff like that, but also his dad becomes possessed, and it's this whole thing. Most people kind of know the idea of that one, but I don't want to spoil too much. But the whole sequel is supposed to be this little boy is now grown up, and he meets a little girl who has got the same gift as him, and there's people, and they're essentially looking for children's like souls. It's very, very dark, very, very disturbing. As I said, just viewer discretion. As I said, very good movie, but definitely, as I said, very disturbing. And then It is essentially about also Stephen King. It was a book. Both of these were both books. And then it was like a TV special. And then they made it into 2 movies. They split it into 2 movies where essentially the first one is when they're kids. And it's all about this like killer clown who comes and is like murdering these kids and trying to defeat him. And then the second movie is they're grown up and this clown comes back. And the first one is like really, it's not scary at all. And the second one, like shockingly, they made this really disturbing. Really good though. Recommend those both, but both disturbing, scary, not for young viewers. But also that Shining sequel, as I said, definitely very disturbing movie if you're easily scared. Do not watch it. But if you like that sort of thing, you would really like that. Same with like in the disturbing category. We rented Joker, and I was so scared that Joker was going to be one of those movies where it looked a lot better than it was. And it actually ended up being super good. Really disturbing, very psychological type feel of a movie. If you like movies that kind of not mess with your brain, but really make you think, 100% recommend that one. That one's really good. TV shows, I need to finish The Office. When I was watching that movie, I keep bringing up Beautiful Boy. It's such a good movie. But when I was watching that, it reminded me I need to finish The Office. I'm going to use this ORYZA palette that I loved so much the other day. And I think I'm also going to use this Cello Hello Beautiful palette for this darker brown. And then, I think I'm going to use the rose gold on my lid. But anyway, when I was watching that, it reminded me I need to finish The Office. I know that's always talked about, but for the longest time, I don't know why, like I'd seen a couple episodes, I never really got into it. And then my history teacher showed us an episode, and then like I just started binge watching it, and I don't know why I stopped, because that is like such a funny series if you've never watched it. It's on Netflix. 100% recommend. As I said, it's really funny. Just kind of like a lighthearted comedy, I guess. Definitely recommend that one. And then on terms of like the drama spectrum, I've been trying to finish Vampire Diaries. It took me a couple years to watch Pretty Little Liars too. I don't know, something about that show, I always kind of have to take breaks or whatever. But I really have been trying to finish Vampire Diaries, and I want to watch, I didn't realize there's 2 spin-offs. I knew about the originals. I want to watch the originals, but I guess there's also Legacies. I'm not sure which Legacies is about. And you know what I just realized? I've been going through all of these movies and not telling you what they're about. I'll go back in a second. I apologize. Like this whole thing, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about what these movies and shows are about. And what did I do? I just talked about one. We'll go back. But anyway, Vampire Diaries is essentially about this girl. It's hard to kind of explain all the seasons in one. There's a lot that goes on, but essentially it's about vampires, if you like vampires. And the originals is about the original vampires that kind of come in and out of the series. I have no idea what Legacies is about. I need to see. So, going back, a lot of these, like, classic movies, I don't feel like, I mean, like Aristocrats and, like, Lady and the Tramp, I feel like a lot of people know what those are about. Aristocats and Lady and the Tramp are both about pets. The cats are obviously cats. The dogs are dogs. The one with the cats is about, essentially they both get separated from home, and, you know, it's like a Disney movie on getting back home. The other guys is about, it's about 2 guys who work for a police department. They want to get on these cases, but they always are just kind of like left behind for paperwork, if that makes sense. And it's their adventures when they finally get a case. They finally are able to get involved in this case and all that. That kind of no one believes is really going on. Like, I'm trying to remember. It was like drug smuggling? Something like that. But essentially they don't believe that this is actually happening. And it's all about that. Comedy, obviously. Naked Gun, also about undercover police officer. Same with Police Academy. It's about a police academy. Is there any other ones I talked about that I skipped over what they're about? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Is that even blend? I think so. Okay. It's a little bit of a messier eyeshadow look today. It was just like a simple, like, why not? I haven't done like a really simple eyeshadow in a while. I got into like doing all kinds of like colors and bold looks and like cut creases. But sometimes I feel like just like a nice simple look looks really nice. I was gonna say natural, but I don't know how like natural you would consider this. For me, it's more natural. But anyway, that's what I have been up to. For mascara today, I'm gonna be using Lash Princess False Lash Effect. So in terms of walking, we've really been into, they have all kinds of like paths, like they're like forest paths that recently got done before this whole quarantine thing. So we've been walking down those and bike riding. That's been a lot of fun. I definitely recommend, even if it's just around the block, taking walks. It feels nice to get some fresh air. Oh wow. This mascara, I've been wearing darker eyeshadows, so like you can see your lashes, but you can't really, you know what I mean? Like it's harder to tell how dramatic your lashes look. Now that I've got a more kind of light look going, like I can really see how well this mascara does. Like that looks like I'm wearing a pair of false lashes. That is really impressive. I know a lot of people have been talking about lately how like that mascara is mostly being bought because it's been trending on TikTok, but honestly, I've been using the waterproof version. I'm new to, but the non-waterproof version, I've been using for such a long time, and I was preaching to my friends about it for such a long time, because it really is. It's a good mascara, and it's really affordable too. It's only like $4, super affordable. But anyway, definitely recommend getting some fresh air, even going in your backyard for a little bit. It just feels nice, you know, get some fresh air. And then, I'm trying to think what else I have been up to. A lot of, as I said, the reason why I was able to go on about movies and TV for so long is that's just been my thing. Been trying to get back into reading too. I want to reread Little Women. I didn't realize it's a whole series. So now I want to read the series. And then there's that, it's like the selection series. Apparently that one is getting turned into a Netflix show. So now I've always thought about reading it, but now that it's going to be a Netflix show, I'm like, wow, now I feel like I really should read it. Also, while I'm on Netflix, and I'll talk about the last book I want to read. Oh yeah, in terms of documentaries, why did I say that so weird? Documentaries. Netflix recently came out with a series. I'm sure you've heard of this. It's all over, the Tiger King series. That is so good. We had just been talking about Tiger King. I can't even remember how it came up, but it somehow came up with my friends. I think I like wrote a report on Ligers when I was younger and like saw all this, and that's how it came up. And as I said, we'd just been talking about it, and anyway, I was like going through Netflix, and I texted my friend, and I'm like, guess what's a show now? And it is such a good show. It usually takes me a really long time to get through shows. Like Carnival Row, such a good show. Definitely more mature show. Would not recommend it for younger viewers. But like it's like this like fantasy type world about like this girl who's a fairy, or like the equivalent to a fairy, and like her past relationship, and essentially the guy that she was briefly with like comes back. He finds out something shocking, and there's all these murders going on. Really good show. But I literally am on the last episode. It was like months ago I got to the last episode, and I don't know why I never finished the show. So I need to finish that show now. But anyway, Tiger King, I got through that one in 2 days. Like, not even, like, day and a half. I mean, I started it, like, late one evening and was done by mid-afternoon the next day. Like, I just could not stop going through. That one is so good. But anyway, the last book I wanted to read probably won't come as a surprise, Beautiful Boy apparently is based off a book, so I would like to read it now. But anyway, I'm gonna I am going to finish up with a lipstick. I really like this Bella Piere one I got in my Ipsy. I was talking about that the other day. I feel like that looked really nice with kind of the neutral look we've got going today. I mean, I kept it pretty neutral. You gotta give me credit. But yeah, that looks really nice. So that, okay, I cannot get over that mascara. I keep like seeing my eyelashes. And like as I said, I've been wearing like dark colored eyeshadows, so I haven't seen my lashes as much. I'm gonna take an eyelash comb through them though. They are a little clumpy. But like, I forgot like how much this really like volumizes your lashes and like lengthens them. Like that's always been something with makeup for me. Like as bizarre as it is, like for me, like especially like for an everyday kind of like more natural look, the first thing I want people to see, like I feel like everybody's got kind of like the first thing, like whether it be like your highlight or your brows or whatever, I really want people to be able to see my lashes. Don't know why, but I just like, I like having long and voluminous lashes. But yeah, so this is the finished look. That is it for today. Let me know if you guys kind of like these like chit chatty kind of, I don't want to say dysfunctional, little dysfunctional, very casual type videos. Let me know if you like these. I'll definitely do more. It's kind of fun to just talk and do makeup. So let me know if you like these. I am probably going to try to do a Q&A soon too, so that would kind of go in the like chit chat type region. Is that what I was looking for? It didn't sound right. But I definitely enjoyed those. So as I said, just let me know what you want to see down below. Also relating to that Little Mermaid video that should be up when you see this. Let me know if there's any other movie characters you want me to see do on this channel. And also, can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, also comment down below your movie and TV suggestions. Still looking for those. Always like to hear those. Always looking for new shows. We've got Amazon, Netflix, and Disney. You can even rent movies if they're really, really good. And yeah, so that is it. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you guys next video. Bye.